Hey everyone, John here, and welcome back to the Toy Box. How are you guys doing today? I hope you're having a great day and a great weekend. Today I am excited to show you these plushes because I have been trying to get them for a very long time. Today we are going to look at the Pokémon Center Ivysaur, Charmeleon, and Wartortle Sitting Cuties Plushes. We're going to look at each one separately, and then we'll look at them together. So first we're going to go ahead and look at Ivysaur. Now, I played with all three starters when I first played Pokemon Blue, and I had the middle evolutions for much of the game. I really started to enjoy Ivysaur once it learned Razor Leaf, and I was getting all of those constant critical hits. Let's take a look at the plush. So the first thing I want to show you guys is the flower. I love the details for the flower here. You see the 4 petals. The flower bulb itself is pretty soft. Now, the leaves have wonderful detail on them. You can see each line is embroidered here, and it's the front and the back. And you have all 4 leaves going around. Now, Ivysaur's face, we have embroidered eyes. The smile is embroidered. The teeth here are separate pieces, looks like felt. And the spots here are all embroidered as well. So let's take a look at the legs. Now the legs are also pretty firm. Each leg has 3 claws. I'll show you here. Here's the other front leg. And here are the back legs. And the legs also have embroidered spots all over. So you can see them while I turn this around. Now the body, Ivysaur's body is very soft, and the pellets are mostly concentrated around the backside. It helps with the sitting. Now let's take a look at the tags. So first of all, we have this tag. You see Ivysaur. And then we also have the Pokemon Center tags, the 3 tags right here. And there we go, that is Ivysaur. So let's go ahead and take a look at Charmeleon next. Now, the funny thing about Charmeleon is that you kind of forget it's a fire type partway through the game. At least I did. You get Ember early in the game as a Charmander, but I tended to rely on Slash a lot more as the game progressed. Especially since Slash was also another one of those moves at that time where you would always get a critical hit. I loved it and I relied on it a lot. Let's take a look at the plush. So let's look at Charmeleon's face first. We have the eyes, one on each side here, and they're both embroidered. And I like Charmeleon's smile. It looks kind of mischievous. Kind of looks like Ash's. Although I remember my Charmeleon was a perfect angel, while Ash's definitely wasn't. But the smile looks like he's up to something. The body is very soft. And I like Charmeleon. Charmeleon has a very simple design. The body is red all around with a yellow belly. Simple. And the arms here are kind of skinny, kind of fatter towards the end, just like the Pokemon's design. And there are 3 claws at the end of each arm. Now, one other thing to note about the arms is that they are also sewn here about at the elbow to the body. I'm not sure why they did that, but that is one thing to look out for, so you don't just lift up the arm and rip the stitch. So that's something to look out for. The body has the pellets near the belly here, and the body is very soft. We can go down to the legs here. Now, Charmeleon's legs on this plush are very short, but they're just like the arms. They have 3 claws at the end, and then they also have a pad at the bottom. This is embroidered, and that's yellow. You can see that here. Here's a side view. And then we can also look at the tail. The tail is also fairly soft. The flame here at the end is kind of heavy, so sometimes it'll tend to dip towards one side or the other. But I try to keep it straight up as much as I can. And the details on the flame here are embroidered. I'll bring it closer here. And here is the other side. And now let's go ahead and take a look at the tags. And here is one side. Here is the other side. And here are the 3 tags for Pokemon Center here. And here is Charmeleon sitting. And just like Ivysaur, Charmeleon sits very easily and doesn't need any assistance from the wall or any other objects to sit down. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the final plush. Now, this is Wartortle. And this one is the one that took me the longest to get. If you've watched the channel for a while, then you may remember that sometimes I've mentioned Wartortle in past videos. And well, it finally happened. I guess I got lucky when I checked the site one day and Wartortle was there. So this shows that these plushes do get restocked. So if you can't find one at first, don't give up. Just keep checking back and eventually you'll get there. Let's take a look at the plush. So first for Wartortle's face, the eyes here are embroidered. We also have embroidered cheeks. And then we have another smile. Now the teeth, Wartortle also has teeth here, but unlike Ivysaur, the teeth here are embroidered. They're not separate pieces like Ivysaur's was. These ears are soft, and the details here are sewn in through the stitches. You can see them here. Take a look at the other ear. You take a look at the other side as well, so the stitches are still there, even on the side you can't see. Now, one difference with Wartortle and the others is that Wartortle's body is mostly pellets. So there isn't a lot of stuffing here. The part that is stuffed is also kind of soft like Charmeleon, but most of the body, at least from here, the chest on down, are all pellets. And all of the details for all the patterns for the shell are sewn in with these stitches right here. You can see in the front, and then you can see them also here in the back. So we have the whole pattern right here. Now, Wartortle's arms and legs are very short, and the arms have 3 claws at the end. You can see it here. Let's take a look at the other arm. The legs are also very short. Now, the legs don't have any claws. And then lastly, we have the tail. Now, the tail is stuffed pretty softly, so it feels kind of like a cloud, just exactly what it looks like. And you can see the details sewn in right here. You see the 2 main lines here, and then you also see the curls. The curls are a little more separate here. You can see that they come out like this, but the details here are sewn in. And this is a pretty nice detail right here. Just make sure you keep them straight here, and you can have that pattern. Here's the other side. Now here are the tags. This is the main tag. There is Wartortle. And here are the toe tags. There we go. We have this. We can go ahead and sit Wartortle down. And again, Wartortle, just like the other 2, it sits up on its own very well. Doesn't need any assistance from any other objects. So, now that we've looked at all 3, let's bring them back together and compare them. So let's go ahead and do sitting first, because after all, these are sitting cuties. Now, as with the other sitting cuties, I consider this a tie. All 3 of these plushes sit easily and balance very well. None of them need assistance from the wall or any other objects to sit up. Now, for details, it's a toss-up between Ivysaur and Wartortle. Ivysaur's leaves here, and Wartortle's shell, and the tail, they're both very detailed. And I think Charmeleon is a more simply designed Pokemon in general, so there aren't as many details to show off. So I think I would give it to Ivysaur and Wartortle here. What do you guys think? Now next let's look at durability. For this one, it's difficult because all 3 have some problem spots. For Ivysaur, it's the leaves here. And I'm honestly not sure because I haven't seen this type of double-layered fabric fail. So I'm not sure how much of a liability it really is. For Charmeleon, it's definitely the tail and the arms. This tail, I guess it can wear out for after a while, and then you'll be stuck with Charmeleon's tail just being limp. Now, the arms are the ones where I would say is a problem spot, because I think that if someone isn't careful, the stitch here with the elbow can be ripped. For Wartortle, it would be the ears. Just because it's just a little... I think the stitches aren't as much here, and the ears are a big part. So if you have somebody swinging it by the ears, then it could be a problem spot. But I think that if you look at the durability, taking all of this into consideration, I'd give the edge to Ivysaur. Now, lastly, let's take a look at softness. And for this one, it really depends on your taste. Ivysaur is a bit firmer than the other two, while Charmeleon and Wartortle, at least for the parts that don't have the pellets, they are a lot softer. Now, I like my plushes kind of in the middle, not too soft, not too hard, so I would probably lean more towards Charmeleon and Wartortle. Well, that does it for our comparison of the Pokémon Center Ivysaur, Charmeleon, and Wartortle Sitting Cuties Plushes. So, what do you guys think of these plushes? And which one do you like best? Let me know in the comments below. If I had to make a choice, it might be Wartortle, since I had to hunt him down the most. If you're interested in getting these plushes for yourself, I'll put a link to Pokémon Center in the description. At the time of filming, they are going for $10.99 each. And don't worry if they're out of stock right now. All three of these plushes right here are proof that they will come back. Anyways, that's all I have for this week. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, rate, subscribe, and don't stop playing.